Hello everyone, this is Ofti. In the recent updates, two of our leaders have been remodeled. Their passive skills are completely changed, and some of their active skills are also changed. The changed ones are Nightmare Hunter and Light Paladin. In this video, I'm gonna talk about Light Paladin because it's out for a while now, and I've tried him for a period of time. So I have some thing that I want to share with you. So with this change, you can now activate 6 passive buffs, and maybe covered in previous videos, but basically there are more protective passive buffs for Paladin and less offensive. And the energy reduction has reduced a little bit, but overall, I think Paladin is still useful in some situations, which I will mention later. Just looping through all the buffs here. Now Paladin have a 15% damage resistant rate for the entire battle. That's good for prolonged battle. This provides lots of values. And now without each ally partner deployed, partner gains a shield 15% of max HP. So if you also use Selena, then the leader also gains shield with max HP. So there's tons of shield. Everybody in the battlefield will have a shield, which is pretty nice. And now you need to deploy 4 guardians. This is probably gonna be the most guardian heavy team. 4 guardians then gives you some initial base energy, and it reduces some energy by 1 or I mean that this is gonna only take a couple times. If you can get it to reduce like 8 energies in total, that would be already pretty amazing. This is not too much, but the initial 5 is still nice to have. Now you have 3 banners with 18 or more energy. Then you're gonna have attack, defense, and HP. This is a good buff in general, because normally the buffs doesn't give you 3 stats, it only give you 2. And you also gain attack and defense when you collect more guardians. So let's compare it to the other leaders. On the collection buffs, normally it's only about attack, right? The new Nightmare Hunter also gives attack and defense. The other ones only give attack for now. So that means the collection buffs on Light Paladin and Nightmare Hunter are stronger now. And the new thing is that 2 of the buffs actually boost the defense. Boosting defense have a side effect. If you already have very high defense, boosting defense will reduce tons of damage. Like if your defense is already close to the enemy attack, and boosting 10%, 15% may just be too much, and the enemy will not be able to do meaningful damage against you. That's I think where the coupled with the shield, with some of the guardian skills, with some of the high energy cost. High energy means they will by default have more stats, attack, defense, and HP. So this team, I think it's gonna be focusing on a lot of the stats, whether it's attack or defense or HP. It doesn't give you any other kind of stats. It doesn't give you crit rate, it doesn't give you block rate, it just gives you plain stats. So whenever you're boosting, like, so that's my impression, that if you get a team, just they perform well on themselves and you buff their stats, they're gonna just perform better. And so now the question is, where should you use Light Paladin? In arena, of course, you can use him. I haven't tried extensively, but you know, arena is not a very hard content now. Like there are a lot of teams that you can do 10 opponents clears. Sometimes you just need to try a couple more times. So I'm not gonna be using arena as a standard to talk about that. But if you think about the new chapters, collapse chapters, does the Paladin fit in them? No, actually not. So the hardest thing is about you're gonna need to get the last star. The last star requires you to have clearance time within 2 minutes. Light Paladin have no way of doing that because one, you have 4 guardians, you're not gonna have that much damage upon dealing partners. And then yeah, you're gonna have lots of high energy cost and you don't have buffs to buff your damage. It's gonna be always gonna be a long fight for like Paladin. It's not gonna fit into getting the stars. And for events, whatever team can do it if you have a strong enough account. So the question comes, the only place that Paladin shines is actually the Dream Expedition. So before Light Paladin, I think I was using Sorcerer team to clear this, and lately it becomes very difficult. This value, you know, just grow every week if you can clear the World E. And I've been clearing World E for a couple months now, and it's grown tremendously. Now this value has been more than what everybody can achieve, and it'll be they hit very hard. Almost all the non-guardian partners, they can just one-shot. And now it comes to like how you can protect your partners and still do more damage. If you can keep a board full of partners, like 8 partners at last, it's gonna be an easy task. Like there will be more than a minute of time that you can attack the enemy leader and there will be no new partners on the enemy side. So I think the Paladin works much better than Sorcerer team in this condition. Like if you have already cleared it for a couple months, Light Paladin is gonna be your next solution to Dream Expedition. Let's talk about how I built my Light Paladin team. This is not the only way you can build it. Actually, I would want to swap Kiraya with the Berial, new banner Berial. So first, let's go through. You're gonna need 4 guardians. Probably you don't want more than 4 guardians because that many guardians, you're gonna have no damage. The best guardians, as we all know, Selena, Angela, and the other 2 are sort of flexible. So I kind of want to do more damage with Camille, so I'm having Camille here. Berial is a new guardian partner, is very powerful, so I would even rate Berial as the number 3 or even top 2 guardian partners. But the thing is, I haven't got Berial to 6-star. He's only 5-star for now. But definitely, you know, 3 guardians are probably locked. Selena, Angela, and Berial. The good thing is, within those 3, you already have 2 partners of 18 cost. So ideally, you only need to fit in another 18 cost. So the last spot, Camille or Kiraya, it's your choice. You can even use Victoria if you like. But I would say Kiraya and Camille is a slightly better choice here. Kiraya, the benefit of Kiraya is his side effect of reducing enemy energy recovery rate. That basically slows down the enemy's damage. And Camille's good part is to reflect damage. Sometimes if Camille is tanky enough and the enemy has high enough attack, after attacking they will be having a very little HP, which is helpful. And all your other attacking partners will just need to clean up the stuff. And with all that, with all the partners, you naturally want the healings. to keep your team strong. So Anna is the best healer, and Anna is above 18 cost. So I would say Anna is essential to this team. You would always want Anna in this team, and that locks down a 318 cost partners. So that's making Camille completely optional, but I'm still having him here. With that, in the new recent update for me is now very powerful, almost as powerful as Anna. Min can now boost 20% attack and 20% defense. That's a lot. So if you consider this, you already have 10 plus 15 attack, now plus 20, that's 45% attack, and defense 10 plus 15 plus 20, the same thing, 45% defense. That's a lot, really, that's a lot. And Anna can also boost this damage rate and damage rest rate. So all of your partners gonna have a lot of buffs on them. That's gonna be pretty powerful. With this, I think two healers also have another advantage. Like you're not so tied to whether you have the healer in your hand or not. Two healers is gonna be much more consistent. You're more than likely to have a healer when you need it. So yeah, those are 6 partners locked. If we want to take any other healers, it would mean to reduce the remaining spot. Diana, after awaken, maybe. I haven't awakened her, so that's left as a question. So Diana, even if we include Diana, it would be a double purpose. You want Diana to deal single target damage while also healing some partners. Not other, like none of the other healers are as powerful as them. Perhaps, you know, Diamond, you wanna try something funky, but I don't have Diamond leveled up, so I wouldn't try that. The rest is, so even if like right now, if I just remove all the other partners, you can see that except the first buff, everything is already filled. That means the last 4, even Ming is not required. And yeah, consider if you have Kiraya here, there's already filled 5 buffs. The last 5 is pretty flexible. Because Ming is so good at buffing, so I'm gonna definitely include Ming. The rest, Miyuki, you know, Miyuki being Miyuki, you're gonna have her. Kasumi, I think Kasumi is the best damage dealer to the leader. As long as Kasumi can attack the leader, she's gonna do the most damage. Not only because like she can just pass through the front unit and just hit a roll, but also her crit chance is gonna make her damage so much better than the playing. Like, I haven't seen another partner with so strong skill that can deal that much damage. And Gami is another one. It's a close one, but Gami also has a revive. So even though Gami cannot deal as much damage as Kasumi to the enemy leader, but Gami is a very strong partner. And Gami traditionally have a trouble of fitting into other teams. So fitting Gami into a healer team means that you're not gonna have Kasumi because the slots are so constrained. Gami, if you're fitting into sorcerer team, the same thing. You will not have Kasumi, but in light paladin team, it's free. Like you can have both of them, and that's gonna be very strong in my opinion. So I'm gonna have both of them. And Phoebe, especially after awakening, Phoebe is probably the strongest unit in the game right now. So definitely there is a spot for Phoebe. Although Phoebe cannot activate this passive, but Phoebe is still going to be very strong. Yeah, while we're at this, let me also give a brief overview for the new partner Berial's skills. I think that's the only new partners in this lineup. As you can see here, I have 5-star and orange, but yeah, this is not ideal, but we can take a look. When Berial is present, so it reduces tons of AoE damage. So thinking about you have lots of buff, defense, HP, now you're reducing AoE damage. That's gonna be very, very tanky. The whole team is gonna be very tanky. And ally partner appear gain taunt for 2 rounds. This is also protecting other partners, and it's kind of like the skills directly mention Light Paladin and Spirit Healer. The Berial is designed for those 2 leaders. Definitely you would want him in the Light Paladin team. And then for the unique skill, Berial will activate Barrier that even further reduce the AoE damage, right? So AoE damage taken reduced by 20% already, and this is gonna reduce by 30% for 2 rounds. Imagine like if you have AoE damage reduced by 50%, and you have really high like boost your defense 45% more than normal. They're not gonna damage your team at all, and you also have 30% of Berial's max HP as a shield. So a very high chance that they're not even breaking through the shield. This is gonna be really, really strong to protect all your damage dealing partners. The other skills are not that much, so we're gonna have to look at this UI to see what's the upgraded special skill. Reduce damage rates by 20% instead of 10%. Yeah, basically just reducing a little bit of damage rate. If this is some very, very hard boss and only boss is left, this is gonna be helpful. Otherwise, it's a good have, but not essential. Normal skill is just normal. So yeah, as you can see, Berial doesn't do a lot of damage, but Berial does reduce tons of damage to your other partners. It's a very, very protective guardian. With that, let's have a try in the Dream Expedition. So how strong is this team? I'm going to demonstrate it like by using just auto. Not even having to do anything with this team. It's a little bit risky, it may fail, but it will demonstrate you like how strong this is with even auto. I don't even need to think about how to use it. It's just so well designed. Well, that's the... I'm not expecting Berial to be used first. That's a slight waste. But this team always have Angela as like consistency. Like even if you lost 1 unit, Angela is gonna bring that unit back. And oftentimes with this team, you're just going to lose that 1 unit. Now we have 4 guardians on the board now. All of them still undead. We just have 1 attacking unit. So far we're doing pretty good. Now we have 2. We don't have healers yet. I hope we got 1 healer soon. This is sort of anomaly on its own. Like normally you would have AI would at least use 1 healer. Now we lost just 1 unit. Enemy probably has run out of all their units. And the good part of Ming's buff is that it's always gonna apply to your team. Like Anna needs to be used first, but Ming can be used at any time. And you see here we lost 1 unit. We don't even have the chance of using all the units. It's just that how strong this team is. Maybe right now we still have the 30% damage bonus, but we're gonna just keep trying, and you'll see that it's just so strong. So remember, our CP is only 552k. The enemy is over 600k. There's a difference there. We're probably having some debuff from lacking CP. I hope this time they can use the healer sooner. So it seems like Berial has a pretty high chance of appearing. That's a slight problem. No, I mean like the AI has a strong preference to use Berial. Where Berial ideally want to use him at the last. When you have already set up a board of partners, then use your Berial. So it seems also the Paladin's first skill has changed to damage the whole team and also stun units under 14. So 14 doesn't count, only under 14 counts. So as you can see, this is a very unoptimal ordering, but we're still doing pretty good. You know, against the enemy leader, that's pretty good damage. If I just try again, it should work. When you're not able to break through them through auto, just you can imagine if I change to just manually do this, how much better it will be. Like now you just waste Angela's passive, waste a little bit of Anna's heal. See, they're not able to deal a lot of damage. They're still and healing our Angela. Now this is good. This will be able to shrink the enemy power. And the best part of Anna is that Anna can almost tank any skill, and even that skill is very high damage. It's gonna reduce Anna's HP by a lot and giving Anna a lot of energy. Then Anna will be able to use her ultimate and heal everyone. That's really good. See, just auto-aim again, they'll solve the problem. Kasumi was not even used, and we had enough damage. So it does really illustrate the problem here with the upgrades of Dream Expedition. They upgraded lots of their attack, so their damage is too much, but their defense are probably at a similar level. That means if you just have whatever attack units, you're still gonna be able to get this thing done. So it does really mean that from now, like once you have this thing leveled up to an unreasonable CP, all you gotta do is just to make your team more defense focused. See, their attack just can kill everybody, anybody. Like, but they're also very easy to kill. And here, if the AI is not so dumb, you can see our Camille's energy cost has been reduced by a lot. And with that passive, while Camille is reducing energy, he's also gaining max HP. By the time like you have Camille at 1 energy cost, it's just gonna be so I don't know, so tanky and so strong. I think now would be a good time, but the AI will still prefer to use Ming first. That's it, another floor, just past using auto, or just once. It's gonna be a completely different story for saucer teams. I've been struggling with saucer team to clear any of the 600k plus stages. With that Paladin team just looks very easy. And I'm not gonna just do auto for the entire game, so now I'll switch to manually doing some of the fights and see like how well we can do with this. So I was trying to accumulate a little bit more energy. Don't kill. Okay. Whatever. We can still revive Kasumi if we want to. Now we need some healing. Please don't kill. Okay. Now it's time to revive some runners. I think this one I didn't have a very optimal starting hand. It's very awkward. I don't have a lot of good units to use, but we may still have this. See, like the healing is really strong. Our leader from almost dying now almost full HP. So I'm gonna put Anna here. I hope you can use. Okay, that's great. Reduce the enemy leader skill energy. Now our leader is full HP. Very, very strong. And we have taunts. And enemy cannot kill our Kasumi. Now I might use this. Give everybody a thick shield. One problem here might be we might not have enough time. But let's see. Yep, not enough time. So we're gonna need some more optimal ordering. Okay, let's see. This time a little bit better. Heal back. I'm gonna use Kasumi in the middle, then block Selena. What should I do now? Ming or Berial? Gonna try Ming first. As long as they don't have another AoE, our Kasumi should be able to leave. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna use Berial. Yeah, the problem is Berial is right now. Berial is so low star. If I get it into 6 star, it might be a different story. Now we have 2 healers. All of our 3 damage dealing units. It's pretty optimal now. Enemy will not be able to get rage. They will not be able to deal damage to our main damage dealer. And our team stays healthy. See this healing? That's insane. I do admit that this team damage wise is not the best you can have. You're gonna have to compensate that by having all of your damage dealing partners at close to 300 level and have give them like level 70 weapons and level 70 accessories. That might be able to solve the problem. Okay, I'm gonna let it wait a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna kill this. This is suboptimal ordering. I might have to change them. Rip. I didn't have enough time. But worry not, we still have Angela. We might be able to save our Phoebe. Okay, I'm not gonna put Angela here. So this exact team may not be the best against Kiraya. Maybe for Kiraya we do need somebody who can steal the shields because they're just too sick. We're gonna finish this. If it's not gonna work, then we're gonna find some of the other partners to include in the team. I mean, Edward. Looks like there are tons of HP that we need to shred. It's not gonna happen. Jiraiya has given himself more than 100% HP. So this is one of the harder stages. I think the last one in World D and the first one in World E are both Jiraiya. We're gonna need some special treatment for that. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure my Edward has decent gear. Looks okay. Then I'm gonna swap Gami for Edward. Gami's here, Edward. Here. Jiraiya is still accumulating all the shield. Gonna need to hold on to Kasumi until we have a full board of partner setup. No, please. Okay. Selena is died. Okay, that's nice. Triggering the shield once again. And then set up another healer. I'm gonna wait for the Jiraiya to use another one. I'm gonna use Kasumi to steal all the shield. Looks pretty good so far. Oh, that's actually a mistake. I should have used Edward after that. I hope it can still work. Nope. Seems that mistake is too much, and our Miyuki was not able to act. Yep, it's better than last time. The problem is, I was also wanting the Edward to tank the hits from Jiraiya, not Selena, but I wasn't able to make that switch later in the game. So I waited for too long. Try again. A lot of times the bad part of about this is just the starting hand is random. It's gonna need a lot of effort to just get the optimal one. I'm gonna use some healing. And somebody kill at the top or the bottom. I want to use Kasumi. Okay, nice. Both of them are killed. Okay, nice. Just at the right time. Except the problem is we didn't kill the first one. It'd be great if we can steal the shield from Berial himself. Okay, it appears the game has kicked me out. If I click the screen now, I'm gonna have to restart. Yep, still not enough damage. I think I just gonna need to try a couple more times to get optimal ordering. Plus, Anna is a problem at a very late game. Like when your team is stabilized, Anna is gonna take a lot of animation times. It'll be great if you have Anna when you need her, and then you can sacrifice Anna. That's not easy to do. Yeah. Just gonna try a couple more times. I think you get this idea of this team. It really will help you a lot in the Dream Expedition. So if you are stuck in Dream Expedition, give Light Paladin a try. Let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.